It's been long talked about, but now Melbourne's Metro Tunnel appears almost ready to open. Six News was given an exclusive, unrestricted, in-depth look inside Parkville Station.
It's a pretty amazing project. So we're building 5 new stations, including the one here at Parkville today. Parkville's actually finished, but we've got a bit more work to do in the 2 stations in the CBDs. And so the project's on track to open next year, as we've always said. That's actually a year ahead of the plan that was developed 10 years ago in the business case, so we're going really well. Each of the stations is a pretty incredible space in its own right. So here at Parkville, they're very open. A lot of them have a lot of natural light from the canopy above us here, and they're filled with artwork, as you suggested. And they're very sort of welcoming spaces, so they're accessible, they're designed with accessibility in mind, and they're designed to allow people, when they're travelling on the new train station, to know where they've got to go so they can get to their train quickly and easily. I think it'll really change Melbourne. If you think about, this is the biggest change to Melbourne's rail network in 40 years, and if you think about what Melbourne would be like perhaps without the city loop, I think in future people will say that about this project. It opens up Parkville to new train travel for the first time. So if you go to uni here, or you're a health worker, or you're visiting relatives in hospital, you'll have a new way of getting here. Arden will be a new suburb of Melbourne in the future, and then 2 new stations in the middle of town. It's pretty extraordinary. And then out in the east at Anzac, a new station which really will take a lot of pressure off the tram corridor. So if you're catching the tram along St Kilda Road, in future you'll actually catch the train into the city. It's once in a lifetime stuff, and I think until you actually see the stations in person, it's hard to grasp what has actually been built, but it's an enormous effort over a very, very long period of time. We've been building the project now for 8 years, and so it's finishing, as I said, next year. But the number of people that have worked on this, we've had thousands and thousands of people working on it, and all of the stations in their own right are very kind of enormous and really great spaces, but also have a bit of their own personality to them, which is kind of nice.
The Victorian State Government said in September that the Metro Tunnel project is on track to be completed in 2025. Leonardo, Puglisi, 6 News.